Hey, everybody out there on YouTube. Once again, it is the three middle-aged guys just bullshitting about nothing. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
And Gray Mouse 1.
Who is local to me because, hey, all of us guys are actually going to get together, and we've got a real life outside of YouTube that we're going to get to come at the end of this weekend. But since it is the weekend and we are ready to go ahead and do our usual Geek Week in Review, we're going to start ourselves off with a little bit of video game news, mostly about Nintendo. All right. Now, thankfully, well, this particular week has been kind of a mixed bag from Nintendo. As you know, if you've seen the video that I put out earlier this week, Nintendo announced a new 3DS design, the Galaxy design. What do you guys think about it?
Nintendo in space.
Space is cool.
Yes. But this is just another 3DS, and we knew that Nintendo was going to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, if I didn't own a 3DS XL or LL, I wouldn't have. I would buy this, but since I already own one, there's really no reason for me to own it.
You just can't change the skin.
Well, no. Okay, that's going to get me on something else right now. But before that, okay, I own two. Okay.
Right.
Three. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I own two.
No. He has a DS, a 3DS, and a fucking what? A DSX? Yeah.
Here's the stupid thing about that. Okay, over there in Japan, they go ahead. They sell both the 3DS, the new 3DS XL or the LL, and also the new 3DS. They decided not to bring the new 3DS, the normal size version, here to the States. And what they offered with the normal size version was interchangeable plates, cover plates, so that you can go ahead and change the designs. But they went ahead and they looked at the sales numbers for between the 3DS and the 3DS XL, and they were like, dude, 90% of the people who buy 3DSs buy the 3DS XL. So we're not going to bring that here to the States. And they also decided not to bring the interchangeable plates along. Why? I don't fucking know. And they're also the people that you have to go ahead and thank for the reason why the 3DS XL no longer has a fucking AC adapter in the box. Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's good marketing. I mean, tell it like it is. It's good marketing. But for us as gamers, man, that fucking sucks, dude.
I don't know. It's just,
come on.
It's retarded.
It's not the assumption that you already had a 3DS at some point, that you already had a charger to it.
Hey, that's valid, especially on how popular the Nintendo handhelds are.
Well, that's true, but wait. That's like getting a regular console and not including the power cords because they think that you already fucking have a video game console that can fit that actual system since it's so fucking popular. That doesn't make any sense at all.
I can see it making sense if the 3DS, the new 3DS, used a standard USB plug in the back.
Right.
Okay, that would make
their own Nintendo-ish. Okay. No,
yeah, since it's an actual Nintendo one, not to run off too much on a tangent, but if I go out and I buy myself a digital device like a cell phone, a smartphone, or anything like that, I expect it to come with a fucking charger. Now, I understand over there in Japan, they go ahead and they sell a lot of the portable systems and everything else, where it's like, okay, we have the system on its own, and it doesn't always come with a charger or a power supply, which I guess is okay for Japan, but fuck, we're kind of used to that here, you know?
Yes. Like I said, what if they did that with a console?
Could you imagine Xbox One without the brick?
What if the NX doesn't come with a power cord because the power cord is compatible with the fucking the 3DS?
No. I'm just going to straight out say no.
Well,
no, sir, I don't like it. Not at all. Nope.
Look, Nintendo has had a portable, the Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy Advance SP without a headphone jack.
That was something that they had to sit there and correct and
no.
well, no, here's a
It
silly
should never happen in the first place.
yeah. You know, here's the funny thing about that.
How did your predecessor have? Even the Sega Genesis had a headphone jack. How the fuck do you not have the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy? All the Game Boys had it except the most advanced one, which is the SP, which I didn't understand.
The funny thing about that is that I have a Game Boy Micro, and the Game Boy Micros have a headphone jack on it.
Maybe they left that out in the design when they
No.
designed the SP. They forgot.
It's just
No, what do you mean they didn't know? They was just like, this is a big fuck you to the audience because they were like, okay, it's dark. However, we're gonna add light, but we're gonna take shit away. You can't hear it. Fuck, dude. But enough about that. Let's go back to the meat of the conversation. The Galaxy. Oh, okay. Understood that they want to come out with different designs, but does this have any extra features on it?
nope.
Just interchangeable plates, I think, right?
No, it doesn't have an interchangeable plate. That's only in Japan.
That's only in Japan.
That's what I rented on
Yeah,
about.
I'm still stuck in Japan. You know, I keep forgetting that I'm in America now.
Yeah.
But
He's sitting in Compton next to a Filipino on top of that.
See, we're diverse.
oh god, that was so funny.
Oh yeah.
We are diverse.
Oh man, but look, understood that they make it seem like it's a brand new 3DS, and it's not. It's just a different design. Okay,
It's a cool fucking design.
it's a cool
Absolutely.
design. It is. I prefer the Zelda ones myself because they're gold, but I understand that motherfuckers may want to have shit, space-like designs. I mean,
Well, and one thing too is I think this is aimed for those who haven't took the plunge to the new 3DS yet.
but that's
and
why
also-
it should come with a fucking power cord.
Hang on, and you got me there. And
That was my point.
well,
and
and
you haven't taken a plunge, you have to include the essential shit that we need.
well, in all honesty, it's probably like it's for collectors, I think, because there are those people that's out there that will have to have every iteration of, I mean, how many people out there that has the golden PlayStation from Taco Bell, all these different.
Wait, you have to win that.
I'm
Wait.
just saying,
Wasn't that proved to be a scam?
no.
I was just about to say, yeah. I don't know. I haven't
No,
seen-
no, I don't think so.
Wouldn't things be on eBay for like dollars?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that won. I haven't seen anybody that won one or that play on one, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, once again, to the reference point, they have other skins for the PS4 in Japan.
Yep.
They have other skins for the PSP. There were different color variety of PSPs in Japan.
Well, I mean, let's bring it back to the Xbox 360. How many faceplates were there?
Oh, there are the R2D2 one was the.
Oh, that was the coolest, I think.
I think that was the coolest one.
I mean,
Yeah, you had the Gears of War covers, you had Halo covers, you had all kinds of things.
I think the giant point though is in all of this, and let's try to get back to Nintendo because we've got other stories other than this Galaxy 3DS XL. I think the entire point that we're trying to make is that if you're going to go ahead and make available options to other part of the country, especially when it comes to a system that's as popular as this is, make it available to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd expect that Nintendo would be past the idea that the American marketplace isn't interested
No.
in the stuff that's over there in Japan.
No, we are the red-headed stepchildren is the way Nintendo treats America nowadays. Seriously, think about it. All the good stuff is in Japan. That's where I got all my stuff from. Seriously.
It is what it is. I mean, yeah. But aside from that, any other thoughts from
No.
the
No,
XL
I'm
Galaxy?
good. We're
Okay.
good.
Now the funny thing about Nintendo is that they not only did they bring out the 3DS XL, the Galaxy, but they also revealed box artwork, and brand new amiibos to go ahead and coincide with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They had the 8-bit Link. They had the what's that? The Wind Waker Toon Link.
Are you going to pick up the 8-bit Link?
Hell yeah.
I think we can go get that tomorrow.
Why are you even asking that question, man?
Because I just want to be a little bit facetious about it.
But no, the 8-bit Link amiibo, the Toon
Link
from
Wind Waker.
Wind Maker, and Toon Zelda from Wind Maker, and then I think the Skyward Sword Link. And they're all amiibos.
So, will all these amiibos work?
Yes.
On the next Zelda game.
See that I don't know about that. I thought you were talking about
that's the biggest thing that I have. I think that these links should work on the next Zelda game.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? I mean,
you know what? To be honest with you, yeah, I think it should. At least the Wii U version of it, because we don't know anything about the NX other than the name.
Yep. I mean, nobody knows anything about the NX.
That's sad.
If you go by interviews for Reggie Fils-Aimé, it sounds like he doesn't even know about the NX.
I mean, this thing is coming out in 6 months. 6 months in March, and we don't know anything about it except it's called the NX.
No shape, no controllers.
What the fuck is Nintendo thinking about, man?
We release it, they'll steal our shit.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not gonna say that that's not the case. You know,
the NX is probably gonna be one of these, and people are gonna throw a FIT.
I mean, PAX is going on right now, and if the NX were there, people would be like, no, tell me all about it, please."
Right? Yeah, they'll be hiding. Yeah.
Speaking to the microphone.
You wouldn't even have time to fucking take pictures really because there'll be so much flashes from other cameras. You have to fucking wait. I remember when the PS2 got unveiled, that's what happened. Motherfuckers were taking so many pictures that it was just a flashy console. Maybe that's what really, really sold it because of all the flashes. But fucking, we don't even know anything about the NX yet. And
you know what, though? The Nintendo has always been shrouded. Nintendo itself has always been shrouded in mystery. Nintendo, and they will continue to be Nintendo and doing Nintendo things.
Shit, not the Super Nintendo. Not the Ultra 64. Oh, no, that didn't come out. Not the Nintendo 64.
But it's still shrouded in mystery, though.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like,
but for this long, like you said, Gray Mouse, 6 months from now, that shit will be out.
Yeah.
It's shrouded in this. Look, I understand that we're
September right now, dude. It's motherfucking September, and we don't know shit.
Okay, I understand that they want to have it like under wraps, and because we're living in the age of information, where anything can just be found out in a blink of an eye. People, even if they leak a pic or even a side boob of the fucking NX.
Side boob.
Out.
The thing is, too,
is
like the Reverend said in his own video, was that in order for it to have a successful launch, these things need to be sitting in a warehouse somewhere in a ready for distribution, if not already at the retailers already. But we have not seen anything. And, keep GameStop and all these other places lips quiet. How much money has Nintendo had to pay out to those guys, man?
If they even have them.
Let's put in our tinfoil hats here, but no. It's 6 months and we haven't heard shit.
Well, I don't think anybody's got it out in retailers yet. And
right.
Nintendo is pretty strict as far as reaching street date and everything else. I can tell you from experience, my first day working at EB before it got bought out by GameStop was the launch of the Nintendo 64. Okay, I worked during the GameCube launch at EB up there in Washington, and you know what? Our stock did not come into that store until that very fucking week.
Damn.
Yeah, so they are very, very tight with their street dates. All right, and that was mostly because the Nintendo 64 before it broke Street Date. Yeah. So yeah, they are very, very tight with that.
It just, Nintendo. Speaking of Nintendo about being strict and all that stuff. What about the? let's segue into that.
Yeah, there's news for Nintendo this week has been pretty mixed. Some exciting stuff, some not so exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff?
Well, a lot of stuff that's
Amibos.
exciting for people who like collecting little knickknacks and things like that. It's like him. All right?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with collecting.
There's nothing wrong with
If I
collecting.
couldn't say anything about collecting, I would be a fucking big ass hypocrite.
Yeah. No, but
That gold over there.
Exactly.
But as what's been a really hot topic with Nintendo, especially over the last few weeks, the last month,
Yeah.
actually, has been the fact that a lot of fan games have been asked to go ahead and do cease and desist, have been taken down, or a lot of creators for fan games have been taking down their own games out of fear of legal action from Nintendo. Just earlier this week, there was a freeware game portal. Let's see here. I believe Game Jolt, which is a freeware game portal, was hit with a cease and desist DMCA from Nintendo. I believe earlier this week, like on Tuesday, which was August 20, actually the 30th. They told them in no uncertain terms to take down all the particular titles that they had linked to because it was infringing on copyrights, multiple copyrights for Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, and Pokemon. All in all, they ended up taking down 562 games that were fan-made games that were hosted on this freeware site. 562. That's a fucking area code.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That is a lot of fucking cease and desist.
Yeah.
Fuck. And to think of the fact that there were that many games out that people made homebrews or different versions of it, and it's not like were any of these actually put out, or they were just out there?
No, they were put out. The thing is that Game Jolt is a freeware portal. What it is that it's a location that you can go to, and if they're indie game developers or whatnot, and they want to put things out, to go ahead and get it out into circulation or into the ether, the Game Jolt goes ahead and they host it. What Game Jolt does, though, is that when you go through their process of clicking through all the links to actually get a hold of whatever free game there it is, you have to go through ads and you have to watch ads, and they get revenue off of those ads. Okay. So Game Jolt isn't doing this for free. They make money off this stuff. Okay. And they've got this huge freeware library of all these games and everything. It just so happened that they're also one of the biggest readily available freeware depositories of Nintendo-based fan-made games, and Nintendo had to put the hammer down on them. So,
and the thing is with copyrights, there's no copyright police. You got to police your own IPs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you don't, and then you try to take somebody to court, and then somebody else will be like, well, why didn't you take them to court? Why didn't you talk about them?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because the thing is that there is legal precedent of copyright holders actually losing their copyright or rights over their IP from just letting it lapse and not having any attention paid to it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's kind of the situation that Nintendo's in. It fucking sucks for those developers and publishers. But the truth of the matter is that if they put a little bit of effort into it, they could probably use the same actual game. But they'd have to put some effort into changing the assets so that it removes them away from whatever original IP that belongs to Nintendo in order to go out of their way and distribute it out. Now, if they went that route, if you think about it, and they went to places like Desura or Steam or any of the other indie developer game portals or client services, and they went ahead and they they sold them for like 79 cents a piece. These people can actually probably get, you know, a sizable chunk of change back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know. It's just that when it comes to all of this stuff, and the moment that Nintendo finds out, or any copyright holder finds out that whatever they have is being distributed out someplace else, they have to go after it.
They have to strike it with a hammer.
Yeah.
It's funny because it took them so long to do so.
But here's the thing that when we were talking about another Metroid 2 remake, one of the things that we talked about was that it kind of looked like the timing was odd. Like I said in my addendum video after that, is that you can go out of your way and you can develop anything you want based off of anything you want. Okay, if you want to go ahead and build a car that looks like a Ferrari, you can do that in your garage. Okay, that's pretty much the same general you know, concept of products and stuff like that. But the moment that you put it out, that's when you get in trouble. All right.
Yeah.
If I take that same car that I build to look like a Ferrari, and I sit there, if I start putting out Craigslist ads, hey, look, I've got these custom built Ferraris that are ready to be sold out of my garage door. That's when I've crossed over that legal line.
And the fact that the internet's so damn big, it takes Nintendo a long time, or any IP, you know, any company that owns IPs, to find that stuff, because it, you know, like you said, it could be a home brew, literally a home brew that it's only a group of friends know about that particular game. But as soon as you put it online and make it available for everybody else, then that's when it starts to become a problem. And I'm sure that every company that owns, you know, IPs have, what do they call it? Fillers, I guess. People out there actually searching the internet 24/7 for things, you know, to protect their IPs. I mean, it's just like if we come up with something groundbreaking and we try to sell it, we get a copyright for it, and then somebody else comes up, oh, I did this first. No, you didn't. You know, I have the copyright here. So, you know, I don't blame Nintendo for this. Nintendo, people like to make Nintendo be the bad guy. All they're doing is protecting their intellectual property.
Well, you know, I mean, the law is the law. And,
yeah, exactly.
You know, if all this shit is being enforced all the way around and no one is left behind, it's not like certain people are getting attacked and certain people are being left alone. Yeah, they're going after all of it. And they did. 562. They just... although it was just on one site, so that was an easy... That was just an easy...
That was really easy to do.
Yeah. They didn't have to write 560 letters. But if you look into this article, though, which we'll link down below in our description, you could actually look at all the... all 560 games. I mean, they go into intricate detail on each one.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. I mean, they have links to where they used to be on Game Jolt.
Correct.
You know, it sucks for the developers. I know that it's not an easy thing to do, but it's one of the things that they have to sit there, they have to be aware of, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, when it happens, it's like, okay, I'm not surprised that this actually happened.
Yeah.
You're probably looking forward to this sooner or later. You just
in all honesty, I'll probably get slack about this, but I'm actually glad that it happens, because, you know, people, I understand that you want to do home brews and you want to get it out to your friends or whatever. But, you know, one of the reasons why I think Nintendo is doing this is really starting to hammer down on all these, the cease and desist letters, is because, you know, like Nintendo gives that description saying that, you know, there may be something in there that they want to remarket later. Like, for example, the Nintendo Power magazines, you know, I mean, they are, you know, that there's a comic that was in the Nintendo Power that they're actually bringing it back. So I understand why they wanted to take that down, because it's they renewed the IP. But I guess what I'm saying is that, you know, it's good as long as it lasts, and then when you get caught, cease and desist. You know.
Well, here's the thing that that people have to go ahead and consider. Okay, right now, when you sit there and you think about Nintendo's place in the industry,
Absolutely.
the only thing of value that they have, it's not the NX,
No.
it's not the DS,
No.
it's not any of their legacy stuff. It's their games, it's their titles,
And their characters.
and their characters, their IP.
Characters and logos. Absolutely.
Which, now that I think about it, makes Other M completely even more unforgivable. All right. Because if they don't go out of their way to actually protect their characters and IPs and everything else, then their value gets lost.
Yep.
Yeah, their value
Will
goes
definitely go down.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, what other Nintendo games by Nintendo that have sucked so bad where we're like, we can't do this anymore?
I'm trying to
Stand
think.
Other M.
I'm trying to think. You know, that's
No. I know one that. Oh, we could segue this. The Federation Fighters or whatever they call that.
Federation Force from Metroid.
It failed in Japan.
Okay, look,
It
that's two
launched
Metroids
in
there.
Japan.
Oh, look, that's two Metroids there because they weren't fucking Metroids. Anything else? They've been treating Samus like crap.
Well, that's
Why?
that's the thing. The funny thing about Nintendo is that if you look at any of the titles that they've actually brought back out from their deep library, out of the tome, majority of the time, I'd have to say over 90% of the time, they usually are able to go ahead and remarket it and reinvigorate their franchise.
Yeah.
All the times Donkey Kong has come out of the closet.
Oh my God. I can't count how many.
Yeah, you know, when they decided to go ahead and bring Pit back and
Yep.
Kid Icarus, you know,
Oh yeah.
that one did really well, even though, yeah, it was physically painful to actually fucking play.
You talk about the 3DS one?
Yeah, yeah, it was physically painful to play.
Well,
But
are you thinking, okay, is there going to be a Pilot Wings NX?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, we already know that there's going to be a Mario NX, a Zelda NX, and within 6 months. I mean, that's some things that we did.
Probably another Pikmin.
Pikmin, absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably
another-
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain titles that we're not surprised to see, or certain Nintendo characters that we're not surprised to see as they come along.
Probably even another Smash.
Probably.
Most likely.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
a given.
I mean, the only thing that you could really probably debate when it comes to Smash is who's actually going to be in the game.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it.
going to be there. It's going to be there. So,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, but this week has been
It's probably going to be Game Boys and fucking DSs as characters. Or Rob.
Didn't
They're
Nintendo N and on that cartoon, Captain N or whatever, didn't they have a Game Boy that was personified?
You mentioned that fucking poor excuse for a cartoon. You fucker. Now that shit's back here. that shit is as bad as Johnny Quest.
Oh, come on, man.
Which version of Johnny Quest?
Johnny
All
Quest.
of them.
No, the older ones were good, man.
The other ones were boring.
It's about science.
Each their own, man.
Okay.
Each their own.
Although, really, I was just kind of expecting Haji to go crazy and start chopping dudes up. You know, hey Johnny, I'm going to show you the barrel trick. Just jump in there.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, but I couldn't stomach Johnny Quest. It was too boring for me.
Well, yeah,
That's just my opinion. That's just me.
and it was an obvious Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah, it was. Well, you could tell Hanna-Barbera just by looking at. But anyway.
Like, okay, what's going on here? So we've got the main characters and their sidekick. They're all white, and their sidekick isn't black. He's Hindi. There were no black people in the Flintstones. There weren't even black people in the Jetsons. Hanna-Barbera, what were you saying?
Wait. Yeah. So in the past, there was no black people. In the distant future, there was none either.
What's I got to say about black people then? I mean, And why did the white guy have to be the one who mentioned
There were
that?
robots that were characters, and there were dinosaurs that were characters, but there was no black motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What? There was dogs. Come on, man. The closest thing that, I don't know, that, there wasn't any. There was no closest thing.
Can we come back from right field now, man?
I'm just wondering what that has to do with Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. We really left in right field.
You brought up Captain N. You brought up that garbage.
Okay, yeah, that's where it came
That's
from.
how it came about, and that's why I mentioned West. And look, I don't know, but you think there'll be other video game cartoons?
I fucking hope not. I really hope not.
They tried to do that Pac-Man shit.
No,
No, they did
I know. I know.
what was that crap called? Oh, I can't remember off the top of
Ghostly
my head.
Adventures or whatever.
Huh?
The Ghostly Adventures.
Yeah. The
Was it
Ghostly
called that,
Adventures.
or was it called something else?
No, I think it was Ghostly Adventures or something like that.
Yeah.
What? Man, no.
And they totally changed the whole. I mean, a lot of people weren't a fan of the Pac-Man cartoon in the '80s.
Oh my God.
But at least that was.
Look,
relevant.
when the ghost gets chomped and they have to go to their closet to get their outfits again, that was hilarious, man.
They were trying to find the location of the power pellet forest.
The Power
Wait a
Pellet
second.
Forest.
But the power pellets were all over the fucking place. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have to go to a cartoon video or cartoon rant for another time, but this is supposed to be about Nintendo. You guys are trying to recover from it.
Oh lordy.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh
dude.
lordy. All right. Okay. So to wrap it up, a lot of things happened with Nintendo this week. Whew. Yeah, and some of it cool, some of it not so cool, some of it rather expected.
Yeah.
As it is, Nintendo does what Nintendo does, like we said in many of our videos. We'd like to hear what you think about it. Is there any final thoughts, guys,
Nope.
about what's going on?
Show us the damn NX.
Once I
And the
mentioned that
controller.
Captain N, man, I think we went. I think that was it.
They're gonna
Are
have
we going to go? Look, no.
They're gonna.
they're gonna have a new mascot, Captain
Captain
NX.
N better not be the mascot for the NX.
They're gonna reboot that cartoon too.
No power glove, no power pad, please.
Dual power gloves. I called it months ago. I'm still sticking to it. Dual power gloves. I called it
Two
months
fists.
ago. Yep.
Skip this and bring out another Atari. Fuck it.
No, Atari should never have another platform ever again.
What? Because of the snarling, roaring Jaguar that was a failure?
Yeah, it's successful Jaguar a lot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Jaguar was more successful than the Virtual Boy.
That's not
But
saying
that's
a
not
lot.
saying much, man. But you do got a valid point.
That's not saying a lot.
I'm going to say, and the Game Gear was more successful than the Virtual Boy.
That's not saying a
What,
lot.
the 2-second batteries, man?
You said 10 minutes on other video, dude.
He did.
I sure did. I'm not gonna. Hey, look.
No, but nothing else from Nintendo. Like the Reverend said, Nintendo does what Nintendo does.
Yep.
A lot of people say Nintendo does what Nintendo don't, right?
Oh, Nintendo don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
Nintendo don't. Let's bring that back, right?
Hey, wait, but that company that said Nintendo isn't really a company anymore.
Nope. They aren't a console company anymore. That's for sure.
No, and they're barely making any fucking games.
My final thoughts on Nintendo. Nintendo's been around in the gaming industry since 1985. And actually
It looked like
prior
they've
to
been around
that,
the gaming
even
industry
in
before.
Japan,
Yep.
84. So they've
Well,
been,
even before that, with the Nintendo TV6, a lot of people don't know about that. It was only in Japan.
absolutely. And Nintendo is the only company that is video game
Centric.
everything.
The only company left
I mean,
with
there's
consoles and games.
there's a lot of things that we hope Nintendo will do, especially with the upcoming NX. Until then, we've got we're probably going to have a lot of things to talk about, because especially if Nintendo keeps on doing things like this, they'll give us fodder for videos for, geez, anytime in the near future.
Hell yeah.
Yep. With that, let's go ahead and wrap this one up, gentlemen. Like I say at the end of every video, if you're so kind, hit that like button, hit subscribe, make a comment below. Like I say at the end of every video, comments are the start of new conversations, and that's really the only good thing that these videos are for, other than us looking like silly little dudes and making ourselves laugh every week. Right? With that, we're three middle-aged guys. We're going to go ahead and cut the bullshit right here. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
And Gray Mouse 1.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and gaming, and fucked up, stupid, bullshit cartoons.
You can't let it go.
No, I can't let it go. Fuck Captain N, man. Because I seen a Game Boy walking around. I'm like, what the fuck? Mother Brain was one of the bad. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Seriously?
What about Simon Belmont? That was a horrible, horrible characterization of him. Dude.
Yeah, look, out of all the characters that they should have chosen, they choose a fucking portable Game Boy?
Well, Kid Icarus wasn't that bad either, man. I mean, it was terrible, dude. That's what I meant.
NX, what are you going to do? Are you going to actually show it? It's funny how now there are slim systems, but a main system hasn't even been fucking shown from Nintendo yet. And it's supposed to be out in 6 months at this time. So, oh, God, please, please, Nintendo, get your first party, get your third party. We understand why you're, putting the axe to these games that's, people are making. But if you're going to put the axe to these games, make a lot of your own and come back to gaming like we all know that you fucking can. Fuck Johnny Quest. Credits.
I was always a fan of Haji.